I wasn't sure. Okay. Where are we at depth-wise? Are we... Oh, we're on 505. Okay. Let's come on up to comms depth, see if we get an update. Head 2/3. Make your depth 3-5 feet. Just immediately going to head right up before I even change anything. What did I want over here? I wanted the chart. Yeah, and this is going to be the time bearing. Yeah. This is going to be fathometer. As we're coming up to the right depth, I'm going to make my displays the way I like them. Okay. And then down here we got the lab. Let's put the wall right there. We don't have any towed arrays out yet. We might have to do a high-speed run, so I don't want to deploy any towed arrays until I know where we're going and how far away that is. So until I get to comms depth and get that order, I'm not going to spend a lot of time deploying towed arrays because I'll have to bring them right back in again. I kind of like having the chart here. Let's leave that there for now. Oh, let's bring up sonar. Hello. Let's try that again. Sonar. There we go. Sonar's fire control. I don't know what to do with fire control. Fire control doesn't really help. I don't know. Like, we had a very good solution on that. Like, it stacked the dots perfectly, and the fire control operator changed it. You know, that's not what we need, man. I'm not going to raise the periscope, but I am going to get it ready. Go ahead and get it in the thermal. All right, let's go ahead and turn the lights off. Let's check our inventory. We have 12 total. 12 Mark 48s, 12 harpoons, and 12 Tomahawk missiles. Yay. Oh, let's check our countermeasures. What kind of countermeasure do we have? Right here. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. So we got Mark 3s and Mark 4s, baby. Remember, the rule of thumb is you shoot the Mark 3, you go change your course and speed, you go back, shoot Mark 4. That's how you employ both of those in this video game. That's how you do it. Mark 3, change, Mark 4. Easy to remember. What's our depth now? Oh, we're there. Yippee. Let's go. Masted antennas. Let's just raise everything because everybody can see us. Yep. ESM too. Might as well do ESM. Ugh. All right, see what kind of orders we got. I meant to do this first. Let's do that. Let's do that. Send, receive. Okay. Oof. I'm not surprised that we have an ESM alarm, but I'm going to mute it so we don't get tired of hearing it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and mute it. No close contacts. We do have the ECM contact on this bearing. Let's take a look. No, whoops. Let's get on the bearing. All right, no visual contacts. Got it. All right. Well. No airborne contacts. I can't bump the mast down because we're receiving communication right now, so that's okay. We just got I just saw the receive finished and there is literally no update. Okay, excellent. That's all I need. I just need to make sure there was no update. Let's go ahead and lower all masted antennas. Let's conduct a drill. Let's conduct an emergency deep drill to 155 feet for training. All right, while the dive ship control team is going to be practicing that. We have no waypoints on here. These are the Paracel Islands, obviously more than one. And the initial briefing was more than one. What did I say, more than one? No. Initial briefing was northeast. So, I mean, northeast of this island is right here, but northeast of this island is up here. You know, so starting from this position going that way, anywhere in this box is a, oh, well, I suppose more specifically it would be here, right? It probably means this, but technically it's that. Ooh, that's a really shallow area, isn't it? Or it's really deep. It's either shallow or deep. It's one or the other. It's different, is my point. I don't know if we can run across that. I don't know how shallow it gets there. Let's look at the environment before we get crazy. We have 8,000 feet below us right now, so we're kind of fine. What I want to do is I want to run this direction. I want to run way the hell up here. Is there any point along that blue line that gets shallow at any point? Yes. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, and it is that area. The area that I was concerned about. So, yeah, we would smack a doodle right into the side of that wall, a la the Connecticut. And we don't want that. So, nope. Same here. Shit. Okay. How shallow does that get? Pretty shallow. Okay, so we can run there and be fine. Not there. Let's 2,000 feet. Okay. Oh, yeah, it may not be as shallow as I initially thought. Hold on. Wait a second. Yeah, these little spikes, these little peaks come up to 800 feet. All right, but we should be able to run at 600 feet and be fine. Nope. That's literally land. That's literally an island. So we can't run that way. So I wish we had better location. We have the initial mission description and that's it. Oh, where's that at? That's this point right here. So we can basically run northeast until we get to this ridge. Then I have to decide, do I want to go this way and north or all the way up here and then west? Because this ridge, this reef or whatever the hell this is, it's huge. It gets very shallow. And parts of it are not visible above the surface. It gets right like this right here, close to the surface. Just enough for us to run aground. That's the problem. So we got to be careful of that. So let's look at the voyage manager and see if we can plot us a course. Is there any way to see the briefing again? It is in my description. Can I print this on the screen for you guys? No, it's off to the left. Isn't it in radio? Isn't the mission description in radio to start? No. I thought it was, but... Huh. Alright, I'll just read it to you guys. I'm sorry it's off your screen. Okay, it says a brand new Chinese SSGN has been launched. It's currently on a shakedown mission in northeast of the South China Sea. Oh, near the Paracel Islands, which is in the northeast part of the South China Sea. What? Am I looking at the Spratly Islands? Holy cow, what island chain am I looking at? I might be looking at the Spratlys. Where's the Spratlys and where's the Paracels? Because that's northwest of our position anyway. This whole thing is South China Sea. If it said northeast, I would think over here. Either way, it's not where we are. I need a fucking map. Let's bring up Google Earth because I don't know. I'm bringing up Google Earth right now, bitches. Where the hell's the Spratlys and the Paracels? Yeah, okay, those are the paracels. The paracels are those right there. I was just double checking. We're literally right there. Holy smokes, okay. I'm just matching Google Earth to what I see in the game. Can I bring this down for you guys? Make sure all my personal information's hidden. It is, okay. This is what I'm looking at. We're right about here. This is the Paracel Islands. I mean, Paracel Island says right there, but this whole group, as far as I know, is the Paracels. So, we want to... I'll tell you what, I'm going to close this island because this is where the Chinese base is. You can even see they built this harbor here. Where's the airstrip at? There's definitely an airstrip on this place. Where's the airstrip at? I don't know. That's the harbor. Where's the airplane land? What the fuck? Oh, wow. That's it right there, isn't it? Why is this not on Google Maps? They definitely have an airstrip on this island. What the hell? What is going on, Google? What? How old is this photo? They even have basketball courts. They have a frickin' air base here. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Anyway, this is the island I'm going to get close to and see if we find anything. Freaking Google hiding the Chinese military sites. The island we were just looking at is this one. So that's where we're headed. And it looks like there's a seamound right there. I don't want to hit that. So let's go back to the sonar. And the nice thing about sonar is I can look underwater and see exactly how close to the surface does that seamound get. I should be able to do this with a chart, but I'm not saying nothing. All right, so we can get down to 2,000 feet and not hit anything. I can run right over that seamount. Okay, the seamount does peak at 1,500. We're going to go right to there. Okay, so we're going to go down. We're going to go to 900 feet. Course. What bearing is that? 335. All right, yeah, 335, 900 feet. Go there now. Three, 5. Depth 900 feet. Rig ship for deep submergence. And we about to haul ass. That's what we about to do. One day this is our last war crime. Okay. I'm not going to make any weapons. It's going to be a long time before we need weapons. So we'll just keep the fire control information up. And I don't expect to have any contacts at high speed. We're going to do a high-speed run to the north. And see if there's any more. Okay, so it literally says that this submarine is near the Paracel Islands. And that's all it says. It doesn't say anything else. Holy smokes, that's vague. A new SSGN. So let's take a look at our recognition guide. Oops, hold on. I have way too many windows open right now. Recognition guide. Now, the new GN, I think they literally mean the Shang, but let's find out. Is there another submarine that has a VLS besides? Oh, hold on a second. We talked about this hump in the cold water stream yesterday, and this game is calling it a hydrodynamic hump behind the sail and enhanced electronic warfare. I'm not going to comment on it. As far as this game's concerned, that's what I'm treating it as. but literally not a GN. So, is there a GN in the game in the recognition manual? All right, here's the Akula, also not a GN. The Virginia Block 4, Block 3, Block 2. Oops, Block 2, there it is. Got ahead of myself there. Block 1, okay, so the Virginias are done. Aha. Now the Yasin, technically a GN. But it's not Chinese. A kilo. And that's it. So nothing in the recognition guide's going to help us with a brand new submarine, which makes sense. It's brand new. All right, let's go ahead and speed up to ahead. Full length. It's time to go. We're going to haul ass. Oh, shit. I never did plot my route. I got to learn how to do this. Haven't really messed with the route in a while. Been a minute. We want to end up right there. Okay. So that's route. Route 1. Let's call this Alpha. Maybe it wants us to put the waypoints down first. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold on. Okay, I'm seeing double. I thought that was 2 circles. Yeah, we just want to go there. And then we'll go this way. I just want to make sure there's a turn. Oh, wait. Hold up. It didn't start with own ship? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Let's see what this says. Okay, let's start over. Let's just clear everything out. Okay, a new route. Do I need to literally click on ship? I don't know. I shouldn't have to do that, but let's find out. Okay. Yeah, waypoint 0. I'm going to click on ship just so that it starts where we're at. I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? And then we want to be up here, right? Oh, come back here. Okay. Save that. New waypoint. End up right there. Save that. New waypoint. Over here. Okay, now that looks a lot like what I want to do. Now, I want my speed to be 25 knots. My depth's going to be 900 feet. Let's go back. 25 knots. 900 feet. Let's go back to where we are now. I'm currently at 33 knots. 900 feet. Save. Now, so it tells me how far away it is. Tells me the course I need to be on, 334. Let's get on 334 right now. At this speed, we can quickly get off course. So let's go exactly 334. Enter. Okay. So that's where we're going. I was hoping it would give me an ETA. Approaching leg. Okay, hold on. Okay. Total distance is 2 hours and 14 minutes. Total traveled is 62 miles. Average speed is 27 knots between this leg and the next leg. So that's given me a lot of good information. I'm going to call this, if it lets me, can I type in this? Approach? Yeah, aha. This is our approach. Save this. Okay, that's the route. I was hoping I'd get an ETA. Well, I kind of did. It told me 2 hours. Okay. All right, I have to mess around with this a little bit more off stream and just get better at using this tool. But that's where we're going. I'm gonna go northeast of this island specifically, and we're gonna do a sonar search in this area. Let's just see what happens. It would be nice if we had a little more specific information, but I didn't see a radio message, so we're just gonna go off the description and hope for the best. We should not run aground according to this chart here. Like, nothing gets above 1,500 feet anywhere in this direction. And on this specific course we're on, it doesn't even come above 2,000 feet. And we're less than halfway down on this chart. So we should be fine the entire way up there. Okay. We have no arrays deployed. Okay, let's go to time compression. I'm going to start with 6 times and see what happens. Squid Monkey, how you doing? Great to see you here, my friend. Squid Monkey, everybody. Super smart engineer guy. SOV, thank you for the subscription there, my friend. Let's read all the subscriptions that I missed so far. Wraith, 1 month tier. Thank you. Appreciate that. We have Poochie Woochie and Warhorse followed. SOV Flea just subscribed and he used his Prime. Thank you, thank you. And we have Alex Reds has just followed us. Thank you, thank you. I'm looking over on YouTube right now. Are we winning yet? We're winning. We're tired of winning so much. We're winning. Have I hit the send and receive button while receiving? Yeah, that's literally what we did. You just described what we did. Ah, Arthur, thank you for the sub. You have my special month. You're oh, thank you, sir. You're my special little man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. 3 months in a row too. He's the man. Yeah. I wonder if everybody's off today. We don't have nearly as many viewers as we normally have. Did I miss something? Is there a meeting? Uh-oh. Oh, autosave just updated the log. I thought I had missed a message. No. Hey, thank you for the super chat there, Willie Bin. He says, pair character exaggeratedly stretching his arms. Oh, it's a description of the emoji. Hey, thank you for the super chat. It's so cool that I can finally see super chats on my streaming software. For the longest time, I was missing those because for whatever reason, it just wouldn't show them. But now they work. Yay. It's the description instead of the art, but at least I'm seeing them now. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Preamp, thank you. Welcome to my stream. Holy smokes. Squid Monkey, what are you doing there? Holy, hey, we just hit 75% of my goal. And Squid Monkey, you did that. Thank you for gifting a bunch of subs. Squid Monkey just gifted 10 subs, everybody. That's why he's the VIP. He's a very intelligent and generous person. He's both. Good man, good man. So we're running at 6 times compression with no bubbles, no troubles. I love it. Let's go back and let's watch. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can do this though. I thought it might be more interesting if we watched our progress. You know, it might make more sense to slow down at the halfway point since this is such a long transit and copy the broadcast again. Because I'm telling you, we should have some kind of something. Maybe we'll do that, you know. I don't think you did, he says. You have to hit the send and receive button while receiving alert. Okay. I thought I did because it was saying receive, but we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Let's go ahead and come out of time compression here, because I have multiple people telling me that I didn't do it. So I will believe you guys, and we'll do it now. Now that we're out of time compression, I can slow down. Let's come all the way up, and let's make sure we're super shallow. Let's come to 30 feet. That's way more shallow than we ever need to be. And I'm going to stay at a flank bell. We're coming up like a rocket ship right now. Watch the depth. It's just peeling off. Holy smokes. Everybody's smiling. Everybody in sonar's high-fiving each other. They're hugging each other back in the engine room right now. This is amazing. We're coming up from 900 feet to communications depth at a flank bell. Holy cow. Is the captain drunk? Not yet, but he has an agenda. We're getting to comms depth really damn quick. That's what we're doing. Yeah. 500 feet. Let's go. Coming up. All right, head full. We can secure the rig for deep submergence. Just rig for dive. Normal. Head standard. Silliest thing ever, content penalty? Uh-oh. YouTube live streamers are taking a beating in the algorithm because they added a repetitive content penalty. Is this repetitive content? Oh my God, I hope not. I mean, maybe it is. It's kind of, we look at this display and then we look at that display. I've never even heard of a repetitive content penalty. Yeah, we're going to come up and double check the comms. Yeah, you guys are, oh wow, we're here. We've achieved 11 or 46 feet rather, right there. Listen, I'm not worried about nothing. I have a very strong audience. So no matter what YouTube does, I'll always have them. That's how I look at it. That's just me, though. That's just me. What's our speed? 6 knots. There we go. Let's go ahead and raise everything up. Ooh, look at the seas today. Pretty choppy. Choppy seas. Oh. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I thought I saw a ship. No close contacts. No airborne contacts. We want to bring Echo 1. All right, Echo 1's right here. Whoa, no, it's not. Let's try that again. There we go. Echo 1. This is our ESM contact. No visual contact. Also, no ESM contact. Down. Okay. All right, there, pilot. Let's raise some masts and antennas. Let's get the comms up. Let's get that ESM mast up. Let's get into radio. And let's do it the way it's supposed to be done. Okay, there it is, receiving right there. I'm going to hit the button. Button. Oh. Yep, you guys are right. How about that? Submarine may or may not be accompanied by another submarine. Okay, so there may be multiple subs. Yay, that's fun. Mission, get his signature while remaining undetected. Awesome. Oops. Uh-oh. Execution. Get a clear tactical situation before committing to the acoustic intelligence part. Yep. Stay for at least 15 minutes in a 2 nautical mile behind the submarine to get the data. So that's the metric. 15 minutes within 2 nautical miles behind him. Evade silently without being counter-detected. Yes. Okay, standard rules of engagement. Use of force, self-defense only. So peacetime rules, yeah. We're not at war with China. We're just taking a little pixie-poo. That's all we're doing, a little pixie-poo. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Let's print that beach. Now, I'm going to leave it up while we go to the plot and see if we have any new information. Oh. Well, there he is. Well, son of a bitch. Okay. Get out of here. How do I make it go away? Okay, there we go. Get out of here. Awesome. Hey, we're just doing a little repositioning. That's all we're doing. All right, so I want to head west, but not hit this island. We're going to come at it from this direction. That's what we're going to do. Let's do a little, let's head west first. You know what? Lower all masted antennas right now. Mercy deep. And then 270. Okay, so while Dive's practicing emergency deep procedures, we are going to go to the environment screen and we're going to look 270. That's a little 268, but it's okay. So, yeah, 268 right there. So I'm going to come at that point, which is right about here from the northeast. They'll never suspect it. They'll never know. All right. Let's plot the route. Waypoint 1. Starting here. New waypoint. There. 265. I wanted both those open at the same time. Computer said no. That's 25 nautical miles. Okay. Let's go back to our route. Waypoint number 2, please. Yeah, that may not be safe. Okay. There is a shallow point right there. I'm not sure how shallow it is. All right, so 265. Can I just drag this point? Does it let me do that? No, it drags the whole map. Oh, I'll tell you what. Delete. Okay, now let's start over here. New waypoint. Oh, come on. New waypoint. That's what I meant to do. All right, 267. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. That's much safer. We're going to take the safe option because we are going to be in time compression almost the whole way. Make your depth 900 feet, my friend. Make your course specifically 267. And then flank belt, haul ass, go fast. Let's double check that. Oh, well, no, we don't need to double check it. It's literally right in front of us. Where does the bottom come up? Is it 10,000 feet? It's about 4,000 feet. So very deep the whole way. Very deep the whole way. And we are going to go... He's right about here. So let me be a little more specific with my ray trace. I want to make sure there's no surprises. So once we get to this first waypoint, we're fine. Then once we make this turn to the southwest, we'll have to run it again. But yeah, we're good. We're not going to hit anything. So we'll keep broadband up. That's good. That's good. And we're going to go. Let me make sure everything's good before I go into time compression. Our depth is good. Our course is good. Speed is good. And we're going to kind of be watching the fathometer. Actually, let's watch this. Let's watch the... oh, fudge. Save and close. Close. Go away. There we go. We'll zoom in so we can watch it. Update, and here we go. Let's go to 6 times, and if we are comfortable with 6 times, I'll go to 8 times, because this is 50 miles. So 50 miles will take us probably a little less than half an hour real time. So I want to cut that down to maybe 5 or 10 minutes real time. That's what we're going to do. Let's see. Squid Monkey says, back in the day, Wildlands was probably been scrubbed. Oh, yeah. I've already told the story. I explained why. But long story short is when Subbrief became a professional lecture series YouTube channel, I got rid of all the old computer content, the computer game content, which included those old files. Like if there's one still sitting around somewhere on YouTube, it's not supposed to be, but maybe I missed one. What happens here? Lord British says, I'll catch your streams and videos. I got the bell clicked. Oh, cool. Yeah, the bells, you know, it works for some people and not others, and I don't know why. So I hope it works for you. Ayo says, saw your YouTube videos, had to drop a follow. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing really good, really good. I'm just crazy good right now. The release of this game changed the channel. I can say that with confidence. It definitely did. I've been reached out to by more creators in the past month, 2 months actually now, than in the past 2 years. And it's gotten so busy that we had to bring on people to manage the social media. Yeah, a lot of things. I literally have like a manager now. We've always had a manager. Uh-oh. What's this? We got a brand new... Oh. The rules of engagement say that I'm not allowed to get shot. If I get shot, it's my fault. Okay, I got it. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, we've had to increase the work... Well, because the workload increased, I had to take some of the stuff off my plate that I used to do myself. Social media was the big one. It's now being run by professionals. Yep. And next week we're traveling because of that. Because of people like Gene doing an outstanding job. I'm not going to name anybody else's name. A lot of the guys, half the team are women. So a lot of the people that work here, don't want to, they're not public figures. They don't want to be named. But I'm throwing Gene under the bus right now because he did a good job. Good job, Gene. Take all this credit. And that's the funny thing that, and I didn't do this intentionally, but I've built a small team of people that don't want credit. Like, what the hell's that about, right? But they just want to do their job, and so do I, you know. That's kind of what it's turned into. It's kind of fun, though. I like it. I'm literally running a company. That wasn't on my bingo card, you know, when I started. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about this. We're trying to get the blue dot to the white dot. That's what we're doing right now. And so I'm watching you guys as we're doing it. Watching you guys as we do it. Holy cow, we gained 10 viewers. Hey, everybody, welcome to it. I still think something's going on today. We have less viewers than normal, like I said. Autosave's happening? Yeah, autosave, okay. All right, I'm going to try going to 8 times. I hope I don't crash the game. Actually, let's wait for the autosave to finish. Okay, it's finished. Okay, this is 8 time. I don't dare go any faster than this. Please, God, don't crash my computer. Or not, it's not going to crash, but I mean, eat up all the memory and stuff like that. Make it slow. Yeah. I have to give it to the WaveOps devs. This game is highly stable. This is the early access version that everyone plays, and it doesn't have a lot of the early access problems that I expected in terms of stability. It's a very stable piece of software, even in time compression. So good job. Oh shit. That's not good. That's really bad. What the fuck? Oh boy. Head 1/3. Head 1/3. Yep. Oh fuck. No. Nope. Keep trying. You'll get it one day. There we go. 278 right off our bow. 5 kilohertz. Thank God it's a low signal. All right, so that's a big boy sonar. That's big boy destroyer. I'm thinking type. It could be a Type 55. Right off our bow. Son of a bitch. Okay. This approach is guarded by a destroyer. What's the specific bearing? Because that's going to matter. 278. I might be able to sneak by him. We have an opportunity right now to head south immediately and then head west. That's the smart thing to do, is what it is. I'll take a look at the environment to the south real quick. Shit, it gets shallow as hell. $1,500 feet. That's not a problem. All right, let's head south. I'm not married to this course. Change of plans, bitches. Here we go. Hey, we get an opportunity to practice our voyage management. All right, let's save a new route. Woo. Pardon me. Let's start with own ship. Let's create a new one, waypoint to the south. Let's go to here. New waypoint to there. That's the new plan, baby. All right, we're going to come to a 178. 178. Enter. 900 feet still works. Let's go to sonar and verify that. This was 180. So let's just move us a little to the left, or right, I guess. The other left. And that peak still does not come up above 1,400 feet. So we have 500 feet clearance on that. Plenty of space. Let's go ahead and mute. Is that low freak? I think that's going to qualify as medium freak. His signal strength is going up and he's headed south. Okay, good. Well, we're going to outrun him. He can't go as fast as we can. Yep, we're going to outrun him. He's fine. Bye-bye. See ya, bitch. So there's let me fill you in for those of you not following along. Somewhere over here where my cursor's at is a Chinese destroyer, and it's not a small one. It's a big boy with a big sonar, low frequency compared to the other destroyers. So big boy sonar over here, probably screening for the mission that they're doing. So I'm just going to go around this island and approach from this direction. This active is headed south. I suspect he's on this side of the island. This is me guessing at this point. And he's going to come down here and head back up. He's going to do a north-south barrier search, ASW barrier search, and we're going to penetrate that. As you do. Yep. That's the plan. Actually, let's just go right. We're already on course and speed, so let's go ahead and go to time compression. And let's crank this baby back up to 8. Oh, yeah. All right, time compression's locked in. We're going to head to that point and then head west. Yep, that's the plan. This is the approach. This is the part, if you get it right, you'll have the advantage, tactical advantage. If you get it wrong, well, then it's mission over, I suppose. As soon as you're detected, it's over. Because even if you do the mission detected, they know you were there. They know you got the data. That makes the data less valuable. A lot less valuable. Yeah. That was what they always told us. And this might have been an exaggeration, but whenever we were underway and we're going on mission, you know, we're already underway. So it's the captain, it's the XO, it's the WEPs, it's the any kind of special riders we have for the mission. There's always a team of somebody, either from Office of Naval Intelligence or Squadron is on board, and they're like, cannot be counter detected. Once we're not counter detected, we're going to do XYZ. We're going to do this, you know. And that briefing is not in crew's mess for the crew. That briefing is in the wardroom with a select number of people like the sonar supervisors, fire controlmen, the entire fire control team, radio is there, the COB is there. Like, it's a select group of people. All the entire wardroom is there. All of us enlisted people, we're just like standing, trying to stay out of the way. But we cannot be counter detected. That is repeated at the beginning, the middle, and the end of that brief. So that's what we're doing now. I'm going to outrun this motherfucker. First of all, he can't even do 33 knots. And if on a good day he managed to get to 30 knots, he can't sustain it. He's burning dinosaurs and swamp gas. We're burning atoms. We got a whole lot more fuel than he has. I can sustain this speed for much longer than he can. So I'm going to race. I'm going to get west of him before he gets all the way south. Yeah, I'm going to outrun him. We're going to penetrate. Oh, I can't move because we're in time compression. Okay, we're getting really close. We're getting ready to turn, so let's head over to sonar and let's bring up the environment again. I just want to double check. Because we're getting ready to turn, let's go 270. Let's try that again. 270 ray trace. Not going to hit anything. Let's go back to the chart. We're almost there. New course is going to be 268. Heading 268. Order. Ooh, look at the compass go. Everybody's like in the Star Trek movies when they run into something or get hit by a torpedo. Flying around. Yeah. Fun. Good times. Yeah, we just turned at warp speed. We made a 90-degree turn. I just want to make sure we weren't going to hit anything. Now, let's go back to sonar and look at that active, because I bet you we're still getting it. Oh, maybe not. How about that? I'm not sure why it looked like that, but that's all right. That's fine. That's fine. I get a little scared whenever I see the striping like this because that means the signal processor's not working. Something not right. Something not happening right there. Yeah. All right, Tompkins says, I've been gone for a few hours. Did you miss any war crimes yet? We did not. We helped a yacht. There was a yacht that was disabled, supposedly, but it was still making 8 knots for some reason. So we pulled up alongside it and offered assistance. The assistance was rejected. That was about the only mission that you missed. This mission is much more fun. This one's to get close to a Chinese sea trials operation of a new submarine. Yep. And right now we're trying to get around a potentially Type 55 destroyer using 5 kilohertz active sonar to our west. So we ran south for about an hour of game time, but not real time, to get a lead on him. He was headed south too, we think. His bearing rate indicated a southerly direction, so that's what I assumed. And now that we've made that lead, got some distance between me and him, I'm heading due west, trying to close the point of where this operation's taking place. We're going to infiltrate the ASW screen they have. This is what that looks like. I was up here headed west when we saw the destroyer right there. This destroyer is headed this direction. I'm not sure how far south he's going to go. There could also be a second destroyer right here. There might be one up there and one down here. That's actually probably the way it is. Just because I outran him doesn't mean I'm not putting myself in a bad position with somebody else. But we got a long run to the west here. I should slow down and do a sonar search. Because there's probably an ASW screen down here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till we're west of this reef, this atoll, whatever the hell it is, part of the Paracel Islands, and then we'll do that. I want to get that done. So somebody, what's his name? Una. I'm just going to call you Uni for short. Uni says, does underwater pressure influence submarines at max speed? No. I don't think so. I don't see why it would. You know, the aircraft. Oh, for resistance. I see what you mean by comparing it to an aircraft now that you mentioned that. Because the difference in air is, well, see, yeah, airplanes use lift. God, I'm not an aviation engineer. I don't know. Holy shit. My brain just like went to space on that question. I'll just say I don't know. I have no idea. Good question, though. Something to think about. All right, we're kind of where I wanted to be, which is west of that island point, atoll point. All right, we're back into real time. Let's head over to, let's go ahead 1/3. We're at 900 feet, a really good search depth, by the way. Not the best, but a good one. I'm thinking maybe going shallow. I can run at a flank bell at 500 feet, I think. Our best search depth is right there, so 900 feet's really good. But we want to hide. Like, this is not this part of our journey is not us trying to find anybody. This is just us repositioning. This is literally transiting. So whenever you transit, you don't necessarily want to be at point of minimum sound velocity. You want to force any noise you make to attenuate as it tries to get to minimum sound velocity, which is what it's going to try and do. So if we come up to 500 feet, we'll actually be a little bit quieter. I'm not sure how much of a difference that's going to make in this environment, but it would technically be a little bit quieter. Can I do a flank bell at 500 feet without cavitating? I think I can. I think I do 400 actually. So we'll go to 500. Most important, if we cavitate, we kind of give the game away. We don't want to do that. So let's, because I'm trying to be sneaky, after we're done searching, once we get down on, oh, we're already down on speed too. Do we have any sonar contacts? Well, I was on the sonar display. I should just check. Let's just take a little look-see-loo. No contacts. No contacts. No contacts. Great. Let's change our depth to 500 feet. That way we don't have to be brig for deep submergence or nothing. And head flank. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can stay in rig for dive. We don't need to be rigs deep submergence at 500 feet. We would rig for high-speed operations, but I don't think that's an option. Let me check. I don't want to say it's not an option if it is. Do any of these say high-speed ops? Patrol. Nope. Sure don't. And there's no alarm. Well, okay, there are alarms. There they are. But no alarms happening. And this is the cavitation indicator. There's no cavitation. Yay. Rig for dive. Yay. And we're coming up. Okay, let's get on the chart. All right, we're gonna run this back at 8 times compression. Go. All right. Now we're in warp speed time compression. It answered your question? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I wish I knew more. I mean, I am an engineer, but I'm a computer network engineer. Not the same at all. It's like being a doctor. You know, you can be a doctor of a lot of different things, right? Yeah. Water is uncompressible. That's true. Am I down with IBGP? What the fuck? Somkin, what are you talking about? I have no idea what those letters mean. Oh my God. Oh, you're talking computer code, or networking rather. No, I haven't been in the network game since 2017. That's when I resigned from my network job at the bank. And honestly, even at the bank, I wasn't running the network. They already had a team doing that. I was literally entry level with aspirations of running the network for the whole bank. That was my career goal over time. And so the last time I had a networking class, like Cisco certification, was 2012. So it's been 14 years. So no, I'm not down with any of that. We were using Windows server version something, and what was the other thing? Oh, the Windows user version was like, oh my God, I don't even remember. Oh my God. It wasn't the current version, I can tell you that. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's right. You run. I forgot. Somkin is a network. Well, he's an IT guy for a hospital. Yeah. That's how you know that stuff. Good job. Yeah. I knew I recognized the ISIS to not be the ISIS that I was thinking of. Yeah. How are events such as speed changes and collisions and sinking of ships and firing of torpedoes modeled in sonar? I don't know. Can we discern between these? Yes. Whenever I launch a weapon, you will see it happen. And I'll point it out to you. I'll go to sonar and be like, there it is. There's the weapon. And the weapons also have narrowband tonals that are specific to weapons. So you look at the narrowband tonal and be like, oh, that's a torpedo right there. Yep. Let's see. Santiago says, I think water is slightly compressible at extra. Oh boy, I'm not going to get into that discussion. You guys have fun with that one. Let's give him Windows 8 just for fun. God, you know what? Windows 8. I don't think the bank used Windows 8, but Windows 8 might have been at the school. Because I went to school from 2010 to 2012 to finish my computer science degree. And I think Windows 8 was the version the school was using at the time. What year was Windows 8 the most recent version. What bracket of years was that? Was anywhere around 2010. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Not so. How close do we want to get? I don't know. 8 nautical miles. Yeah, we'll slow down at the 8 nautical mile mark. Put out some towed arrays. Get an update on what's going on. Let's go and check zone. Oh, never mind. There it is. All right, we're back in real time now. Let's go ahead and slow down. Ahead 1/3, bitches. Sonar. That's sonar right there. Gimme. What bearing we at? 310. That's our boy. We left his ass in the dust. Yeah, take that. Build a better ship, China, or don't, please. Thanks for not building a better ship, China. We should send them a thank you card. It's the same active sonar. Dude, we blasted by him. He's actually going east-west too, or it's a different one. So let me go to the chart and show you what he's doing. The dude that was over here is now literally over here. So he may have been over here the whole time because I didn't have a range. Back when we were up here, right? Back when we were up here, we had a contact in this direction. Now that we're here, he's still to the west of us. By bearing. 310. So he may have been there. He may have been here the whole time. That's a long ways for active to go. But active, 5 kilohertz from these big-ass warships can go a long way in deep water. You will hear it. Especially if they're like, full power. They don't even have to be full power, but they'll go full power anyway just because they can, right? Kind of fun. Set that shit on fire. All right, what are we gonna do? What's the probability detection here? Sonar. Let's go to sonar. What's our probability? Oh my God, this guy's close. Holy shit. Ugh. We need to get to the shadow zone now. The total array, please. Holy fuck, this guy's. Yikes. Oh my God. Layer. Let's go to. I'm freaking out. Stop it. Calm. Come 200 feet. Let's put out the towed array, please. Let's do the tactical towed array first. Tactical towed array. Let's even get away with doing the fat line. What's our speed? Oh, speed. Why speed 1 knot? What the fuck? Why speed 1 knot? Oh, shit. Fathometer? Fathometer says we have 3,800 feet below the keel. We didn't hit anything. There is nothing less than 2,000 feet as far as the Earth is concerned. Why can't we move? Okay, we're spinning back over. I honestly don't know what that was. I'm not going to pretend to figure it out. All I know is it's fixed now. It's resolved. We're doing 5 knots. We're deploying a towed array. We're at 400 feet coming to 200 feet. Where's the layer at? It's probably 72 feet. Who wants to bet at 72 feet? Oh, layered at 72 feet. Oh, 72 feet. Look at that. 72 feet right there. It's the only place a layer could be in the Pacific. All right, so we're going to come to 150 feet. Oh, wait. Yeah, 150 feet. We're going to get in that shadow zone. Heading's fine. Don't change heading. 150 feet. We're coming 150 feet. I had 2/3. Fat line towed array is deployed, extended. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go to sonar after we look at this chart. We're still probably 10 miles, probably 12 miles away, right? From the point. Oh my God, give me that book. Oh my God, own ship's covering it up. Of course it is. 15 nautical miles, okay. So we're 15 nautical miles away from where the event was happening, you know. Let's take a look at sonar. Let's bring up fat line. All right. All right. So no contact on that. Let's take a look at the very loud 308 coming south still. Okay. I'm very concerned about the signal strength. That's very loud. Okay, no contacts. We could do a little peeksy-poo above the layer. I'm kind of afraid to because of the signal strength. Oh, yeah, if we poke above the layer, we might get snapped up. I want to get a position on that ship. I want to feel confident that he's not close, because right now his power level's really high. That doesn't mean he's close, but if he's close, his power level would appear high. Those are not exclusive. All right, we're still coming up to 150 feet, 10 knots. Oh boy. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just keep an eye on what the active does. And it's gone now. Well, that's because we went into the shadow zone. So if we look at ray trace, how far does the shadow zone go? And the bearing was 308 was the last bearing. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Nope. 308's are like right around there. All right, close enough. Ooh, lordy. 9,000 yards. Oh my God. So the shadow zone is only 5,000 yards. Well, he's outside 5 is what that means. Okay. Okay. As long as he's not at 6, we're going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. All right, while we're adjusting our depth, let's go ahead and time compress a little bit. Get us on depth. So he's somewhere up here. I'm hoping that he's north of that island. I want him to be up here, but the only way we're going to know for sure is if we come above the layer. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, well, we ran out of resources. Okay. I tried to go back into A-time compression. Computer said no. Computer said no. Can't do it. What's our depth now? Okay, 150 feet. All right, let's come to... Let's come to 80 feet and see what happens. Because I should get sonar contact. I don't know if I'm going to get anything else. And I am going to slow down to 1/3, but not yet. 8 came out in 2012. Okay, yeah, so then we definitely had a Windows 8 environment when I started working at the bank. Yeah. And then we upgraded. We went to the next one. What was after Windows 8? Was it Windows... it wasn't called 9 because 9 means no in German, so they called it something else. I was there for that transition. I was part of it. Deploying a new version of Windows to a company across the nation, hundreds of locations, thousands of computers, is pretty incredible. But there's a tool to do it. Microsoft gives companies tools to do it. You know, and that's what we did. I did that shit IRL. All right, here we go. Head 1/3. Let's see what's in sonar. It was Windows 10. Okay, yeah. They just, I guess, skipped 9. I don't know. It's like Call of Duty these days. They keep calling Call of Duty weird names. All right, so we have the contact, probably the warship, Sierra 1, bearing 297. All we know for sure is that fire control will get it wrong. Take that, fire control. That's right, I'm talking shit. Damn right I am. Let's see who he is. Up to the north there. We ain't got nothing. All right, what kind of bearing rate are we looking at? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, he's close. Son of a bitch, he's close. Okay. Yep. Depth. Get down below the layer. Run, you fools. Run. No. Cancel. Run, you fools. 1, 5, 0. No. He's going to run us over. Come right. Steer course north. Get around this chuckle face. Go back to sonar and watch this. Look how close this guy's on top of us. Holy shit. How's his active now? He's not going active right now, and we're lucky. We're super lucky he's not. Because he's on top of us and we're above the layer. I'm trying to get back down. Okay, we're below layer now. Holy crap, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Oh no. He's so close I'm turning towards him. Because it's faster to get out of his way by turning towards him than it is to turn away from him. Holy shit. The good news is he's heading south. I was right about that. Haha, got it. Nailed it. Fire control don't know. Fire control don't know nothing. What's fire control say he's doing? What fire control doing? Sierra 1. What you got? Course west. Baloney. Baloney. The hell am I looking at? Oh, there it is. I was looking for the stack of dots. The stack of dots are so wrong, it's not even plotting. They're like on the edge over it. Did you guys hear that? Okay. Well, apparently I'm hearing things now. Congratulations. I have multiple friends in my head now. Oh. It's nice not being alone. All right. Oh, yeah. Mark this position. Hoo boy. Give me to the chart. Yeah. See, now that's better. I think he's going south, but that's a hell of a lot better than going west. Okay. Fire control's getting better. Fire control, kudos to them for being... I want to put a mark on the chart. I don't need to be total distance. I just need to mark that position. All right. Once this guy's out at like 5... Oh, fuck. Ooh, that's... Oh, boy, please protect me. Mr. Layer. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Okay, we're still coming right. Holy smokes, this guy. Jesus. That little break he took in going active, I think, saved us. But he's still so close and pinging so loud, he may be burning through that layer. Oh my God. Yeah, I think what it is also is he's probably back outside 5,000 yards. He's in the bottom bounce range. Ooh. Ooh, he might have us. Damn. Like, there's a lot of indications. Like, the power level's good enough to get us for sure. He's not reacting to us, though. He stayed on course. I'm having flashbacks here. This is blowing my mind. He didn't turn. That's a real good sign that he didn't turn. What's his speed? What's his speed? We probably didn't have any demon. I didn't check, though, so... Like, we don't have any contact now, so... Nothing I can do. Yeah, as long as he's going active... oh, what bearing? Oh, yeah, that's what we can do. Is we can watch his bearing. 246. I mean, eventually he's going to turn back around to the north. I want to be west of him when he does that. We're trying to get to the west. This guy's getting in our way. Can't be doing that. Getting in our way. Yeah, even though the line says he's going this way, his position went from here to here. He's going south. We're going north so we can get the hell away from him. What I would need to do, I need to turn west and get over here before he turns north again. I have no idea when he's going to turn north again. Okay. At 2/3. Oh, by the way, rigging for silent running against an active sonar will not make a difference. So don't waste your time rigging for ultra quiet and all that stuff if the threat to you being detected is active sonar. That is all about acoustic environment, range, aspect is huge. Are you broadside to him? Are you narrow? Are you in the shadow zone like we are now? So you being an ultra quiet is for being detected passively, not actively. That's why we're not rigging for that, because that does not apply to this situation. I am going to speed up though, because I want to open range. I want this knucklehead outside, well, we'll say 10,000 yards, and then I'm going to turn west. I'm going to try and race to the west before he turns around. That's the goal. Because we don't have track, is he in our baffles? Okay, good. 228. Yeah, no, he's still going south. Good. Now look at him on the chart. Yeah. Fire control says I'm going that way. Yeah, they're not updating this because we don't currently have contact. But his bearing is just... if he is going this direction, he's further away. Yeah. My southerly course has him closer than what that says. If that stacks, and it doesn't stack. I mean, look at the fucking fire controls. What's going on, fire control? Can you please put something on the blue line? Put the gold dots on the blue line. You know. But to be fair, there's not good information from sonar right now, so I can't criticize them too much. I gotta wait a minute. I gotta wait. Look at that fan. Oh, look at that fan. That fan's so good. Okay. I'm going to mess with it just a little bit. I think he's doing that. And his speed is probably more like, 15 knots at least. That doesn't stack at all. Oof. Well, his bearing is down here now. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm not doing any better than fire control is, so I will secure my bitching until I can do a better job than they're doing. I need one more bearing active. I need to make sure he's at 200. Last bearing was 210? Why does this say 210 and this says 228? Oh, track number. That's what that is, track number. Okay. This is all the same contact. I don't know why it keeps putting a darn track number on it. I need one more hit of active. That's what we're waiting on. This will tell us if he turned back to the north or not. The question in chat is, do AI units actively hunt on detection? I don't know. That's kind of what we're finding out right now. What appears to me... There it is. God, I knew as soon as I left the damn... Yes, he's still heading south. He's a dum-dum. All right, let's go to the west. Head standard. Heading to a 7, a 0. Make a depth 2, a 5, a 0. No cavitation. No cavitation. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so what he's doing, assuming this is the same contact we had all the way back here, he's doing a north-south barrier search like you do for, say, in DCS. You have the barrier cap, right? Well, this is barrier ASW, anti-submarine. So he's going north-south, north-south, pinging away, probably not paying attention, waiting for the torpedo alarm to go off, and somehow didn't see us. Certainly didn't react to us. I'll say that. The power level was really, really high, but we were in the shadow zone, so physically, he couldn't see us. We got very lucky. I did come above the layer to get good sonar data, and he wasn't going active then, thank God. I went deep below the layer because I saw his bearing rate was just ripping to the right. Or left, sorry. The other right. The reason why I went deep again was because... Oh, lordy. Oh, where is it going to let me do it? I don't know. Did it already go off the screen? Look at that bearing rate. I saw that, and I was like, he's close. Don't know how close. He's close. Because we were in the shadow zone, he was outside about 5,000 yards. But still way too close for me whenever I see that bearing rate. That also tells me that he's hauling ass. He's going fast. Because we were doing 5 knots. We're not generating that bearing rate at 5 knots. Unless he's literally like, you know, climbing over the top of the sonar dome. Right? He's changed his pulse length. He changed. He's going active more often now is what I'm saying. He's still heading south, though. Yay. And you'll see this in the debrief, because it'll show us the answer. This guy, north, south. And we just got around him. Ooh. He might be turning around. Nope. He's still going. But he is going active more often now. He did change his modes. He's in a shorter range mode. That's not good. Oh, fuck. What's the time between pings? 30 seconds. He went from a ping every minute to 30 seconds. Well, let's do it manually. We're not in time compression. This is real time. Yep. All right, let me just wind my baby back up here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to, as soon as he goes active again, we're going to time this manually. Because, do you see how it's, okay, right there. Go! Okay, I got to add 1 second to this. For some reason, it's recording the same time 3 times in a row. That's kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sure there's a reason. I just don't know what it is. He could be doing 3 different pulses, but if he's doing that, we should see the 3 different pulses up here. Five kilohertz. Yeah, this is a big boy. This is a big ship. I don't know what ship it is yet, but I know it's big. I'm waiting for the next active. 10 seconds, maybe? If he sticks to the same thing he was doing, it'll be in 5 seconds. Okay, nope, he's past 1 minute now. Okay. I'm not sure what his duration is. We'll know. Next time he goes active, we'll know. But he's still heading south. And we're 15 knots headed west. We're crossing his north-south route right now. That's what's going on. Oof. I don't like the way that looks at all. Holy crap, that's hard to read. Huh. Okay. Where's my data at? Hello? It's okay. We're coming up on 2 minutes. Did he just secure active entirely? Nope, there he is, finally. 185, okay. Still headed south. He is in a 2 minute. So 120 seconds times what? Oh my god. How fast is sound traveling at 5 kilohertz? What's that number? It's really fast what it is. Time to do math, folks. Break out your calculators. We'll use the standard. Feet per second times 120 seconds. Holy shit. Divided by feet. So divided by 3 to make it yards. Holy cow. No way. He's in a stupidly long range scale. He's looking all across the ocean. He's not tracking us is my point. Like we were within 10,000 yards of this guy, and this guy's range scale is like at 40 or 60,000 yards. It's way the hell out there. So he didn't change his range mode into any kind of tracking mode. He's not tracking us. You got to be careful with that too. A really good sonar team will not change their modes so that they don't give it away that they got us, right? There's two sides to that, but these are dum-dums. So the game is not to that level yet of incredulity. All right, so we're ready to go. He's still heading south. I'm not worried about him anymore. I need to get to this point, and we're going to do that at 15 knots. I'm going to try and go into 4 times compression and see if my computer can handle it. I don't know. Because the computer's having to calculate all the same calculations, but 6 times faster. I accidentally went to 6 times. It's able to do it, though. That's why it sounds weird, too. I'll mute that. I'm sorry. I'll mute that. You guys don't like that. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll mute it. It's fine. It looks much faster now because we're in time compression. But look at, he's still driving to the south. A bunch of dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum. Should wave at him as he goes on by. Eventually he'll come back north again. We could probably go to the surface now and take a look at him. He's far enough away that he won't see us. And we're behind him. This is a hull mounted. This is mounted on the bow, so I guess it could do a 360, but yeah. It's probably not good looking behind him. Oh, wow. So I got to scroll down if I want the new update. That's dumb. Fix that. New update should be at the top. Is this guy ever going to stop? Okay. How far away from our... We got to start paying attention to where we're going. All right, we want to come to course. Hello. Oh, it doesn't give us the course. Okay, it's fine. Was that 240? About 240, right? Oh, it's about 210 maybe. 230. We'll split the difference. Yeah. All right, heading 230. I'll start getting close to that point. We're going to slow down, do a sonar search down there in 1 second. We're doing a head standard at 250. Oh, what? Why are we turning that way? Oh my God. Okay, Yeah, the other way. There you go. Yeah, that's better. I don't know. We carry the math, right? Yeah, carry the 1, right? Yeah, he's in a bajillion yard scale range. I'm questioning. I think I typed one too many zeros because it told me like 190,000 yards, and I was like, it's probably not that one. It's probably maybe it's 90,000 yards. I think I put an extra 0 on my math. Yeah. Yeah, it's not frequency hopping or sweeping. It's not doing anything. He's being a dum-dum. And I like a dumb target. I do. That's my favorite kind. It's my favorite kind of target. Yeah. Like, I mean, if we take a look at him, we're still in time compression. He hasn't changed nothing. Frequency's 5 kilohertz. It's the same power, pulse length rather. Yeah. He's pinging every 2 minutes. And he's still driving south. He went right by us inside 10,000 yards and didn't react to us. That's what happened. Didn't change a damn thing. We got to get back on course. We're kind of on the wrong course here. Let's go 240. Let's go 250. I'm kind of guessing. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought it turned the wrong way again, but no, that's right. That's a lot closer to where I want to be right there. All right, so we're still doing 15 knots, which is fine. We're in the shadow zone. Go as fast as we want. I can get rid of the voyage planner dot. We don't need that. That's confusing people. Okay, so we'll just delete that. The only dot that matters is this one. He's somewhere near that point. That's not where he is. That's just the center of an area of uncertainty. And I'm pretty sure he's west on this side of this warship. This ship right here, he's doing the barrier to the east, keeping the Americans away. Well, that didn't work out because we're right here. But we are getting ready to slow down. We're still at 6 times compression, by the way. That's why it's going so fast. And I have no idea what detection range is going to be here. That's 7 nautical miles. Once we get to the halfway point, I'm going to slow down, come to periscope depth. I bet you he's shallow. If he's doing sea trials, he's probably spending a lot of time at periscope depth, doing evolutions at periscope depth. By the way, sea trials, just to be fair to the target, he's not trying to be quiet. He's not on mission being sneaky. He's exercising all of his systems, and all of them make noise. And he'll do, to save time, as many systems at the same time that he safely can. Running the diesel, emergency blowing, ventilating the engine room. You know, if he can run the diesel, use the air from the diesel to also ventilate the engine room, he'll do that. Because the way that works is air comes into the boat from the snorkel mast into the fan room, and then the diesel takes a suction from the engine room. So the engine room takes a suction from the fan room. So you go snorkel mast, fan room, engine room into the diesel, and then you exhaust it overboard. Because once it's exhaust, you don't want it in the boat at all. You get it the hell out of here. Yeah. So you can actually use the diesel to ventilate a space in the submarine. And for sea trials, you got to do that for all the spaces that you're capable of doing that from. There's like a laundry list of to-dos, and it takes days and days and days to do it. And so the idea is to have a plan to do as many at the same time as you can. Being quiet is not on that list. Yeah. So we have a real advantage here with him. And he's doing a lot of this stuff from periscope depth or near the surface, which is why I think he's above the layer. All that stuff is what's going on right now. It feels really cool too when that happens. When you run the diesel to ventilate a space, it feels like a fresh breeze in that space, something you never feel normally under normal ventilation circumstances. It's fresh air that smells funny, but what's really smelling is the submarine. You're actually smelling the submarine for the first time in a long time. And then you can actually feel the air pressure move around you. It feels like a breeze. I wouldn't call it wind. It feels like a breeze. a very light breeze, but you can feel the pressure difference. Yeah, it's really cool, really cool. Join the Navy. I'm telling you, man, it's fun. It's pretty fun. All right, I'm back in real time now. Whoa, that was fast. Okay, yep, no, we're back in real time. Let's come up to 5 feet. Yeah, 5 feet. Okay. All right. We're coming up. I'm gonna slow down to 2/3. Yeah, I want this to be 10 knots. I'm gonna come periscope depth. We're gonna find out how far away that ship is. I think it's outside 10 now. Let me go to sonar real fast. What's our latest update? 140. He's gone over the horizon. He's outside 10 for sure. Yep, 139. He never turned around. He's still going south. God bless him. All right. Get out of here. We don't want him here, so. And we have no contacts, which is great. Once we go above the layer, we're going to have at least that warship and hopefully a submarine. We'll see. We'll see if he has the submarine. All right, let's go 6 feet. We have 8-degree pitch. It's pretty aggressive, but I like it. I'm not gonna interfere with the pilot's aggressive maneuvers. Drive it like you stole it, right? That's what you say. Subs are boats. Center of mass is below center of buoyancy. I think you mean center of gravity, but I understand what you're saying. Yep. See ya, Sompkin. Have a great one. Sompkin's bailing out on us. He can't hang. Well, his shift's over is what it is. He'll check us out on his phone when he's on the bus back home. Yep. I wonder what range your active is. Subs range sucks. Oh, how dare you, sir. How dare you. Hey, we got a contact bearing 140. That's the warship. That's the warship. Okay. Now we're going to slow down. I want to run to sonar and see what's going on there, but I really got to do my job, which is to do the periscope. This is my job. This is my job. Let's go ahead and raise it up. Yup. Oh, why? Okay. What Sierra number is the flippin' ship? I should have looked at that, and I didn't. No close contacts. Let's get down. Down. Below the water. What Sierra number is it? Go to 5. It is Sierra 4. Sierra 3, Sierra 4. Okay. Okay, down there. Got it. We're going to look down that bearing. Is the warship down this way? A little higher. Oh, where are you at? Oh, wow. I don't see this guy at all. He gone. He gone. Is there a chance this submarine has 5 kilohertz mainframe sonar by chance? Maybe that was the submarine that went by us? That would be hilarious and embarrassing that I didn't pick up on that until now. I'm just checking the other Sierra numbers. No visual contacts. No visual contacts down. If that was the submarine that drove by us, I'm not going to post this on YouTube. Nope. Not going to do it. Shit. All right. Where's this guy at? Where are you? Show yourself. Oh, narrowband's updating. Doggone it. I forgot. That's a warship. That's steam bringing from a warship. Jeez, stop my ears. Oh my God, that hurts. Ouch. Well, we should have good demon off that. There we go. All right, that's him. Yeah, demon, man. Demon's a little silly. Doesn't tell me anything. That is him, by the way, but I'm not going to do that. He's coming back. He's coming back to the north. Let's get on his bearing. He turned back to the north. Shit, what are we going to do? We're heading west. He's to our south. Turn back to the north. I kind of want to... I want to verify this is an actual warship. I don't want to go deep. Oh, is he heading west? His bearing rate changed. Oh, we slowed down. Duh. Okay, that's what it was. We were driving his bearing rate to the left by doing 15 knots. We slowed down to 5 knots. His bearing rate is now on the left drawing right. He's either heading west or northwest. Some combination of the two. Shit. This is not a safe course is my point. We got to do something. We got to change. Got to make a change. We want to go to... well, let's take a look. Can we really see this knucklehead? Where's my scope at? Let's go to my scope. Where's my scope at? All right. Yep. All the way up. Look. Oh, it's a stormy day. Yeah, he's down this way. And his bearing rate is significantly different. There it is. That's the button I was looking for. All right, so he's not close. Or he's not a ship. One or the other. I don't think that's a submarine, but... The problem is, look at his bearing rate. That's the problem. All right, let's take a look at the chart. If he's headed south, wow. If he's headed south, he might have a forward bearing rate because he's going so fast. Okay. I'm not too worried about the bearing rate at the moment. He's still very far away. So what are we going to do? We got to get to here. Well, we're close enough. We're basically there. Huh. We got to find him. We got to get him on sonars. We got to get. I want to take a look at this guy again on narrowband. Because, man, we should be getting something here. Oh, wow. We are. TB34. That looks like a Burke. But is not. I mean, it shouldn't be. Holy shit, look at this. Look at these harmonics right here. That's pretty cool. But this mess is a mess. Oh, okay. I'm going to turn down the gain a lot and just see if that's... Maybe I'm overdriving the narrowband, which wouldn't be the first time I did that. This guy is so noisy. My God. There's no way that's a submarine. It's a warship. I'm just... Is it the Type 55? Maybe. It looks like an Arleigh Burke. I doubt if there's an Arleigh Burke in this scenario. If there is, I'm going to have a chat with the Admiral. He should have told us that. I've been running from the Arleigh Burke for the past hour. Arleigh Burke will snap you up, too. You got to be careful of that. Those guys are good. All right. I'm convinced it's not a sub, so it's not who we're looking for. Not who we're looking for. All right. I think it's time for time compression. I can't speed up anymore. We're at periscope depth. Make sure the scope's not out of the water. Did I dip the scope? I did. The scope's dipped. I'm just going to run ahead in time. We should be able to do like 8-time compression, no problem. Yeah, okay, we're back to 8-time compression. Hauling ass. Oh, never mind. Okay, 6-time compression. Oh, 6-time. Okay, 6-time is what is our maximum now. And we're just going to run until we hit this point. And then we'll do a baffle clear with a towed array. We'll do it above the layer. We'll do it below the layer. We'll see if we can find him. He's probably shallow. I really, really think he's above the layer, which is why we're beginning our search up there. This run, by the way, we could easily be doing it below the layer, but I want to head over to sonar like this and see if we have anything new. I mean, let's go to broadband. I mean, there's nothing new, so. Let's see. Real Woodman says he should have joined the Navy. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is when we're 18, we don't know. Like, I walked into the Army recruiter's office first. I wanted to be in a tank and shoot the gun and drive the big tank in Germany. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I ended up on a submarine wearing headphones. Not exactly the same thing, you know. It sounded like a gas turbine, yeah. Good call, man. Good call. Gas turbine is almost exclusively warship. I'm not aware of any commercial vessel trying to make money that operates a gas turbine as their prime mover. Because that's a very high speed, you know, get up and go, like what a warship needs, right? And it burns a lot of fuel. Some of them are pretty efficient. I mean, I got to give it to Merlin Engines has a really good gas turbine. And then General Dynamics or Electric, I think it's General Electric, makes the maritime LM2500 that we use in the U.S. Navy. It's very good. Highly reliable, easy to maintain. If you want to replace it, you can. It's modular. You could just unbolt the damn thing, yank it out with a crane, put a new one in, go back to sea, you know. So look at this bearing rate, how it's changing, folks. This is what I'm interested in. This is what we're not seeing when we're on the chart. This is nice because I can see where we're going. I can see the goal. But what I really need in my little sonar brain is to watch how this trace was drawing, you know, from left to right, okay? And now it's getting less. That's telling me if he's not changing anything else, he's just simply getting farther and farther away to the south. And the reason why he had a right bearing rate is because we slowed down to 5 knots from 15, and he's settling out on his actual course, which, what bearing is this? Well, it may not be, it's close to his actual course. There's like a huge caveat there, but so he's probably going 150. What is fire control at? That's not far from what fire control had. Sierra, that was 3 and 4. Sierra and 3 and 4 has him on the course of south now. Good job, fire control. Figured it out. Big brain, fire control. Big brain. Well done. Good job, little man. Who's my little man? Who's my little man over there on fire control? You are. But do you see how you can look at sonar and come to that answer hours before fire control does? It's probably not obvious, but I'm telling you what, when you look at this long enough, you can see where the ships are going. Just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of practice. I'm sure the fire control operators will get better. In the game settings, I've got them set to maximum for both me and the Chinese. Best operators. I hope they get better. I'm sure they will. Yeah, and he's just fading now. So he's gone bye-bye. All right, let's go to the chart. Hey, we're here. Yay, yippee. All right, let's go ahead and go to real time. All right, let's head back to sonar. So right now we have no contact. This is a great time to do our baffle clear. Let me pop that scope up first and take a look down this bearing. I bet you we don't see nothing. 150, right? Let's go to, no. Bring it up. Bound bearing, 150. Let's go to thermal because I can't see shit. Looks like it's raining outside. 150, 150. Okay, no visual contacts. Let me do a quick low power sweep. Make sure we're safe. We want to be safe. Make sure there's nobody else out here. Ooh, you know what we can do? I just want to real quick bump the ESM mast. ESM. Yeah. See if he's got his radar on. Maybe not. Oh, shit. No. Yeah. I forgot. I got to turn the alarm back on. Okay. It should be working now. All right. ESM mast is up. Yep. There it is. It's up. Yay. And there's no ESM contacts. Oh, boy. That's concerning as hell. If that's a warship, he's probably got a radar on. Man, if that ends up being the submarine running by us, that's going to be so embarrassing. Because it's starting to look like that might have happened. Okay. Because there's no data here. He's not wearing... Somebody running 5 kilohertz sonar drove within 5,000, well, 10,000 yards of us. Somewhere in between those two numbers. And that might have been a submarine. It sure as hell didn't look like one. I'm going to look at him again right now. As far as time goes, we've met the, what did it say, 2-minute goal of being in its, within 2 nautical miles. It was like 5 minutes within 2 nautical miles, right? 15 minutes. 15 minutes, 2 nautical miles. We may not have met that goal. Because he's not 2 nautical miles anymore, that's for sure. That is no way that looks like a submarine. Honestly, it doesn't look like a ship either. According to the recognition manual, and I'll pull it up for y'all, it looks like an Arleigh Burke, which I know it's not. I mean, come on. Let's go to... There we go. You see this mast? This is the Arleigh Burke. High speed, low speed. This broadband noise. That's what exactly... It's even at the right frequency. Yeah. That's what the recognition guide says the Arleigh Burke looks like. Flight 2 Alpha, specifically. Okay, whatever. Let's figure it out. We got to do a baffle clear. Where are we at? Okay, let's come over here and look at the chart. So I'm going to do a baffle clear. He's to the south. Let's help out. Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's another point. Let's clear that point out. Man, that was confusing the hell out of me for a second. Yeah, let's turn to the north. Let's come to 030. What's our speed? 5 knots. It's fine. Sorry, I was doing some karate in my head there. I won, by the way. I won. Yep. Victory. 030. Oh. And I'm kind of ducking down to 80 feet. So I can speed up to a head 2/3 during the turn. Once we get steady on course, I want to stabilize the towed array, and we're going to deploy the thin line. I'm not going to deploy the thin line until I'm steady on course, though. We're watching this number. When this number says 030, we hit this button. Oh, wow. Somebody's talking about turbines. Operate the reduction gearbox from the turbine. Oh, wow. Yeah. If it spins, it's made by General Electric. Okay, cool. I like that. That's a good rule of thumb. Holy cow, this is slow. I sped up to 10 knots to turn faster, and it's still pretty slow. It looks like it's going faster now than it was. Yeah, so we're just going to clear baffles, search for the submarine. If we don't see it on this course, I'll be surprised. I can't wait for the debrief to see exactly what drove by us. I really think it was a Chinese destroyer. But it was printing like an early Burke, an American destroyer. In sonar. That makes no sense to me. No sense. And we're going to compress a little bit of time here. Let's go to 4 time, just so we get on course faster. I'm waiting on the heading to get to that. Yeah, we're at 4 time compression right now because nothing else is going on. That ship is so far away from us, he's not going to be a problem anymore. Even if he turned around right now, it wouldn't matter. Okay, let's go ahead and extend the fat line and the thin line. Both these are out. I recommend that you don't go above 10 knots when the thin line's out. If you want to go faster, bring it in first. Okay, there it goes. All right, let's go ahead and go back to real time. Let's check sonar. Let's go to broadband. Let's stop this update for now. So now we have the thin line, the fat line, and the lab, or the bow array. Yep. No new targets. Well, we do have the warship bearing 151 on the thin line now. Excellent. As expected. That's good. That's what we want to see. We do have CR1 and CR2, but those are old. I'm going to go ahead and delete those. Yep. So we have one target bearing 153. If that was the submarine, we definitely recorded it. We didn't meet the standards because I did not recognize it at all as a submarine. But it is the only target we have. Let me go ahead and take a look at narrowband here. And thin line. Let's go to thin line total array. Thin line total array is going to be our best detection. Oof. It's really quiet. Let's turn that back up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we are. There we are. Okay. So there's absolutely nothing there now. Wow. It just like shut off. What the hell? Let's just take a quick peek around the... Let's go up the total array one time. See if we have any tonals anywhere. I do like 10-degree jumps. That's my goal. So we're at 114. This is 104. I'm just looking. One thing I've noticed in this game is when you get a narrowband detection, it's obvious. It's not discrete at all. It's like a light switch almost. It's on or it's off, which is really nice. That's kind of nice. That's a quality of life thing. You don't have to sit here and just pick apart things, you know. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yep. Nice. Working our way forward. We're at 057 now. Our course, again, is 030, right? We're heading back to the northeast. And we're looking kind of southeast, northwest, you know. That warship that went by us is down to the southeast, way, way far away now. Long ways away. It'll be interesting to see how close he got in the replay. Because it was pretty close whenever we slowed down. And I was like, I saw that bearing rate. I was like, oh boy, it's time to go. And then he started going active. I was like, what the hell? That's not good. No, stop that. All right. Now, I'm looking back down towards the warship now. Seeing if maybe the submarine's down there with him. I see nothing. Okay. Let's go below the layer. Yeah, let's lower all masted antennas. Lower everything. Our best search depth is 900 feet. Take a sounding. Ah. All right. Sounding is 3,700 feet. Plenty of room, plenty of room. All right, we're going to come down 900 feet. I'm not going to change course because we're going to do a search in this direction, and then we're going to come to the south and do another search down there. And we will go in time compression. We're going to go to 4 times here, and we're going to watch sonar. I don't know if the narrowband works in time compression. It probably does, but... So the warship's in our baffles. I'm not even worried about him right now. I just want to see if we have anything else as we come to our new depth. And we'll read some chat, too. This is not the AUKUS mission. This is the track the new Chinese submarine mission. There's a brand new submarine, doesn't have a name or a number. We don't know anything about it, so we don't know what to look for. And it's doing sea trials right now. I don't remember the name of the mission, but it's one of the standalone missions in the game. All right, coming down past 600 feet. I'm not surprised that we don't have any broadband detection. That's not unexpected. There is something right there. Look at that. What bearing is that? Oh, that's him. Okay. That's a good example of ambiguous bearings. We need ambiguous bearing cursors. Whenever we're on towed array, we should have 2 vertical lines. The hell's that? Why is my screen shaking? All right, we're at 900 feet. Let's commence narrowband search. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what the hell that was, but it went away. Thank God. I was like, well, we found him. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right, let's take a look. We should have this warship, by the way. This is the bearing that the warship faded on broadband. Narrowband tonals travel much farther. But I don't see him. I don't see him, boss. Okay. And what I'm doing now, we started at the aft end of the array, and we're working our way forward, just seeing if we see any tonals at all. Because we don't have a specific thing to look for. Brand new sub. So anything is him. It's kind of nice that there's no merchants. There's no interfering contacts. That's really helping us out. So we don't have to look in the weeds, you know. We can kind of look at the big picture. As soon as I don't see anything, move on to the next bearing. And you can follow along the bearing right here. We're already at 104, working our way towards 030. So we have 70 more degrees to go. 70. Now we're at 096, working our way up towards 30. That's kind of nice. 088. No. Okay. I'm trying to gain up just a little bit. This is our best array. Let me just quickly check the other array. Yeah. This TB29 should give us what we want. All right, here's 075. Okay. Little step search. That's what I'm doing here. Oh. Nothing. Nope. I just like making noises. I love how it tricks me. As soon as I go to a new bearing, it gives me a really nice detection, and then it immediately takes it away from me. It's like Lucy in the football. Every time Charlie Brown wants to kick it, she picks it up. Oh. See, it got me again right there. Right there. Lucy took the football away. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, let's go to the south. We're headed 030. We're going to come right to course 180. Let's, oh, fuck. Okay, I never slowed back down again. It's fine. It's fine. I should have done that search at 5 knots. I forgot. That was going fast. Faster than I wanted to go. I'll make sure that when we get to 180, we slow down. So we'll stay right here so I don't forget. AUKUS Mission 2 crashes for you? Oh no! I haven't made it past AUKUS Mission 1 yet. I'm having a hard time finding that son of a gun. We think we figured it out, though. So we will know next time we play the game. Because I'm not streaming on Wednesday, we will be doing extra streams. I don't know when. I wish I could tell you. I don't know when. I want to do them tomorrow, but I may not be allowed to. Part of the plan we have now, you know, I'm literally not in charge of my schedule anymore. That sucks. I mean, I am to an extent, but not as much as I was. I had free reign before. Now I gotta work with a team. I'm not good at that. Unless you're on a submarine. That would be fine. But yeah, so there's no stream on Wednesday, but we're still doing Monday and Friday. Yeah, Monday and Friday next week. And I will make up Wednesday stream before I go on my trip. I can promise you that. So that means Saturday, Sunday, or Tuesday. One of those days, I got to do it on one of those days. Because Monday we're already streaming anyway, so. Come on, heading. I'm going to speed up time a little bit so we can get to 180 faster. And I'm only staying on this screen so I don't forget to go to 1/3 again. So that's why we're here. I forgot last time. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. Oh, I like Minnesota. You guys, it's cold and windy, but the people are friendly. So as long as you're friendly, man, that's cool. I'll hang out with you. All right, let's come back down to real time as we steady up on course. Actually, let's stay at this speed until the towed array stabilizes, meaning it's no longer curved from the turn. So that means if we're dragging it, say 1,000 yards behind us, we have to drive that 1,000 yards extra. It's half a mile. Yeah. So we're going to stay on this course 180, 4 times compression for just a little bit. Let that noodle behind us get all straight again. Okay, and then we're going to remember to slow down. Yay, 180, towed array straight. We're slowing down to 5 knots. Commence, narrowband, search. I'll do a quick look at broadband here. No context whatsoever. That warship kept on going. I don't know what kind of barrier search that is. Like, he started up at basically Japan and is driving to Australia. I can't explain that. It's almost like he wasn't even part of the exercise. Unless that was our submarine, which fooled me if it was. Because damn, it was loud and noisy and fast. I might have got fooled. I don't know. Let's begin looking. Taking a quick peeksy-poo here. So we're deep, we're below the layer, we're at our best search depth, best search speed on our best sonar array, looking all the way around, one bearing at a time. Okay. I just quickly want to change arrays here. Okay. I always like to compare the quality of tonals, background noise in this case, because I don't have any tonals, between the towed arrays. But if there's no visible distinction, stay with the TB29. The TB29 is more sensitive. In some areas, that could be a detriment if it's too noisy. And you may want to stick with the TB34 tactical array. Still very sensitive, good array. Some smaller differences that are... It may look better. You may see the tonals better is what I'm trying to say. On TB34, possibly. I don't see them at all, so it don't matter. Yeah, I'm afraid that we're not going to see this thing at all. So we'll go into the debrief pretty much now. and see, one, where was he? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Okay. It pulled the football away from me again. Okay. Let's take a look at the chart, just so in our mind. So we started way the hell over here where Echo 2 was. We drove up this way, saw active sonar. Said, oh, probably a warship. It matched warship, active parameters. We went south of this island, part of the Paracel Islands, and drove west. Saw the same active over here. So the active from here went to here, heading south. Still looked like a destroyer. When we got close, it looked like an American destroyer, which didn't expect that. That active is going south to this day. Legend has it he's never turned north. His compass doesn't go that direction. So that was Sierra 3. So now that he's out of the picture, he's not bugging us anymore. We're around the last known position doing 360-degree searches with all of our arrays above and below the layer, and we have nothing again. So compared to this position, where is the submarine at the end of this mission? We're going to find out right now. Let's end the mission. We did not win, I'll tell you that. Didn't win the mission. So it was the Shank submarine. It was the Type 55. That was the active we had. We'd classified that properly. Yay. All right. Let's go to the review. All right. So he did begin right where that point was. Type 55 is way up here heading south. Everything else is a whale. Okay. Let's start moving time forward. So we want to head up here. We got the broadcast and realized, oh, going the wrong direction. I got to be heading west. So I start heading west. I go, oh, there's active. I want to outrun this Type 55. I didn't realize he was that far away. I really thought he was like right here. So my plan was to get out ahead of him and then outrun him to the west. Because he's here, we're never going to do that. We should have just let him go by. If we just stayed going west up here, that might have been the best thing. But look at what the Shang... Can you guys see this? Look at what the Shang is doing the whole time. He's hauling ass to the southwest, away from his starting position. The only data we have the entire game is this one point. And look how far away we are. By the time we get over here, he's not anywhere near this area. Does he at any point ever turn back? No. Holy smokes. And that's why we don't find him. He's literally going to Australia or Borneo or Singapore or Vietnam. Yeah. How in the world are we supposed to ever find this dude if he's going to be 100 miles away by the time we get to where our only data point is? Obviously, we're not going to detect him at that range. So, I would redesign some of these missions so that, one, there's more contacts. Like, where's the mothership? If this is a sea trials, there is a support vessel with the submarine, with acoustic communication saying, hey, you guys okay down there? And there's pingers going off. Not active, but they have acoustic pingers in case they do lose control of the sub. They can still find it. So I would work on this scenario a little bit. I understand these are almost like placeholder scenarios, so I'm not that critical about it. But this is wild that we started out, I think it said we were 70 miles to the east of the point at the beginning. So we have to run for 2 hours in game. We time compressed it, so it was like 10 minutes. But we run for 2 hours in game. So he has 2 hours to haul ass. He's at a flank bell. He's hauling ass away from where we're going to look for him. So he is at a minimum 40 miles? 40 miles minimum away from where we were. I wish I could measure this and tell you exactly. I don't know. It doesn't give us any details. But he never turned. He never slowed down. He never did anything but run away. I don't know of anyone that's going to play this scenario and ever see the Shang. I don't know how you do it. You know, you may get a brief hit of CZ at some point, but that's a short duration detection. You're only going to have that for a few minutes, you know. We never had it at all on broadband. I'm not happy about that, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes sometimes. All right, folks. That's it for this stream. This is Modern Naval Warfare, and I like it. It's a good game. A lot of work to be done on it, and that's in progress. All right. So we'll see you guys next time. Our next scheduled stream is Monday. If I have time this weekend, I will come on and give you guys a good cold water stream, since we're not doing that on Wednesday, okay? I'm going to be out of town on Wednesday. All right. I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, everybody.